Here we go guys, it is official, we have our first look at the new Arrowverse crossover for 2017 and it looks pretty awesome. Crisis on Earth X is what it's being called. What you're looking at now is the custom made comic book cover made by the CW for this, which highlights all the heroes from all the shows who are going to be participating in this event, and it looks very interesting, something I've really loved about the Arrowverse, and that's what they're focusing on here, and I think it's going to be epic. So let's get into analysing. So if we take a closer look at the main centre image, we can see all the heroes we're familiar with, such as Firestorm, Supergirl, Green Arrow, White Canary, Killer Frost, The Flash, Black Canary, and Wild Dog. We also see the new villains who are going to be the main antagonists, it seems, for the new crossover, which looks very interesting, but I'll get to them in a second. But we also see a new hero in the top left who is called the Ray, so they have casted him, so let's take a look at that casting. The actor known as Russell Tovey has been cast as the Ray. Now, this is very interesting for me because this guy, I mean, he's not a huge actor. He is in a couple, and he is like a series regular on a show at the minute. But I know him from my past, from the British sitcom, comedy known as Gavin and Stacey. It's a real British classic sitcom. Most British people have seen it, and it's actually where, if you're American, it's where James Corden originated. So there you go. Very excited for that. So what is the story on Earth X? Well, Earth X is an alternate universe / alternate timeline where the Nazis won the Second World War and they have their own versions of all of the Justice League. Now, will the CW Arrowverse go with this storyline? Probably not. I imagine it'll just be an alternate thing where most of the heroes are evil. They'll probably find some way to explain it, but will they go with Nazis? Probably not. So, who are the villains? Well, the first one we're looking at is the evil version of Supergirl, who is known as Overgirl. Now, she is actually a human, and she is got about 50% of Superman's powers due to Superman having his DNA placed inside of the female, or the alternate version of Kara Danvers, and that is now Overgirl. And Overman is a Superman equivalent, but obviously, will we see Overman? Probably not. We barely get Superman, so Overgirl, definitely an interesting choice. Then we have the Flash. So this alternate version of the Flash is, of course, the alternate version of Barry Allen, another alternate version at least. This is not Savitar, thank God. I think it's quite interesting that they're giving him a yellow suit. I think that's quite interesting. I was expecting more of a black suit to come out. So he has like a reverse Flash looking suit with a very cool mask. And it'll be interesting to see how similar this character will be to Savitar, as Savitar was an evil Barry. So it'll be interesting to see how they conflict with each other. Then a character who did not appear in the comic, and that is, of course, Oliver Queen, the man who started all of this. I'm very excited for this. I think Stephen Amell, he hasn't had a lot of experimentation in terms of his acting in the Arrowverse. He's pretty much just been Earth 1 Oliver Queen. There was that time he got to do the future version of Oliver on Legends, which was awesome. But I think it's going to be really cool for him to play an evil version of Oliver Queen, someone who's even darker than the Oliver we have right now. So it's going to be really interesting to see him and how he's going to play off of all the other villains in the Arrowverse. Now, the final one gets me super excited. We have a very suspicious looking archer at the bottom who looks a lot like the main villain of Season 5 of Arrow, Prometheus. You guys know, if you remember, how much I adored Adrian Chase / Prometheus, and if he's coming back, it would be such a wasted opportunity to not bring back Josh Segarra, as he is such a good actor and he's so good at playing Prometheus. And even if this is an alternate version of Prometheus, I don't care. Just bring him back and bring back Prometheus, because he is just amazing. Now, after what the actor Colton Haynes has said online, saying that Roy Harper is going to return very soon, there is a lot of speculation that this mysterious archer is Earth X Roy Harper. However, I would much prefer it to be Earth X Adrian Chase, just because Earth 1 Roy Harper is still alive, so you can bring him back easily, whereas Earth 1 Adrian Chase is dead. So, this is the best way to bring him back. So, leave Roy Harper alone and bring him back for Earth 1 and bring him back to the team. I think it's going to be really cool seeing all these characters come together, especially because in the last crossover, as great as it was, there wasn't too much interaction with Supergirl characters. It was pretty much just Supergirl. So I think it'd be really awesome to see Win Shot show up. I think that's been rumoured. Maybe get John Jones involved. That would be awesome. Alex and Maggie, of course, are going to have some interactions here. And it'd be really cool just to see more Supergirl characters being added in, because that was really missed in the first crossover with Supergirl last year. So guys, by the way, just a quick announcement for the channel going forward in terms of Arrowverse content. Obviously it's been gone for a while. I'm bringing it back though when the shows come back in a couple weeks. I'm going to do a weekly roundup video every week to cover all 4 of the shows. So I'll be covering Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, and I'll be doing a weekly roundup series of all of them all in one go. So if you've been missing the Arrowverse videos, and I know I have, they are coming back as soon as the shows come back, so stay tuned for that. So, are you guys excited for this crossover for this year? I know I am. I think this definitely has the potential to be the best crossover we've ever seen on the Arrowverse yet. Like I say, the bigger inclusion of Supergirl is great. I think the storyline is brilliant. You know, the idea of potentially bringing back Prometheus just excites me to the core. And I think this is going to be the best event ever on TV. It's going to be so brilliant. And I cannot hold in my excitement. I cannot wait for this to happen, just to see all the antics that are going to go down. So thank you for watching.